Alright everybody, welcome back to Bullard Farms. So if you're messing with old equipment, you know that it gets nasty and greasy. Old equipment leaks, it's just something that it does. And you get oil on the stuff, dirt sticks to it, and it just gets nasty. Well, there's several things you can do about that. The first thing being just leave it. And a lot of times that's what we do. We just leave it, let it build up, and you can also take water to it. Sometimes that doesn't do a whole lot because grease and water don't really mix unless you have high pressure water with a pressure washer. That can do pretty good. You can try to scrub it off, scrape it off, or you can use a degreaser. I've had a company reach out to me a while back and said they'd seen one of my videos or a couple of my videos, something like that, and they thought that their product could help us. They want to know if they could send out some of their product for me to try, and I said sure. They just wanted a review, so this is going to be the review. I've not tried any of it yet, so this is going to be the first time I've tried it. I'm going to get it on camera. It's called Super Clean. You can see it on my shirt, and I don't know if you can read that sitting on the hood of the tractor or not. I'll walk a little bit closer to the camera when I talk about that. So we're going to try to degrease this tractor a little bit. I'll get a close-up shot on the tractor so you can see the grease that we're going to try to get rid of. They sent me some degreaser, Super Clean, and it says Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser. And they sent with it a chart that tells you how to dilute it. I believe for tractors and stuff like that it said full strength, so we're just going to use full strength, but it tells you can dilute it down for other stuff. And they sent me this stuff in an aerosol can, and I assume it's close to the same thing as the other, just in an aerosol can. And they also sent me this wheel cleaner. So I'm going to try this on some mag wheels on a pickup, and I might even take the toolbox out and use it on the toolbox. The toolbox is sort of grimy a little bit. They won't wash off with just car wash. The wheels look pretty good, but I'm still going to try it on it anyway and see. And I don't know about the aerosol can. It'd probably work good on an engine, maybe, for like under a hood. I might not try it out in this video, but if the other stuff works good, I would assume that would work good as well. So thank you, Super Clean, for sending me this stuff out. You can check them out online. They have a website. I'll link that down in the description. And they're also sold at multiple big name retailers. And I'll include some of those down in the description too, where it's available at. So I'll get a close-up shot on this tractor, and then we'll try out some of the degreaser. Read the instructions, see what it says, and we'll try it out. Thank you for watching. All right, so you can see there is grease on this tractor. I don't know how good you can really tell it on the camera, but there is grease on it. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be, but there's enough there that we'll be able to see how this degreaser is going to work. But anyway, I'm going to go change my shirt and my hat. That way I don't mess up the nice hat and shirt that they sent me. And I'll spray some of this stuff on there and see how it does. So this stuff says you can use on engines, tools, grills, driveways, outdoor furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, stainless steel, fiberglass, concrete, and many other cleaning uses. And it says for the directions, avoid damaging surfaces, always pre-test on an inconspicuous area for surface integrity and check if the color is affected. Make sure surface is as cool as possible. Cover surface with Super Clean in the appropriate strength, allowing time to dissolve grease and grime. Do not allow to dry on surface. Rinse thoroughly and dry as needed. and it says, depending on how you're using Super Clean, wear gloves or eye protection. I'm going to wear eye protection, but no gloves. Yeah, so we're going to squirt this on here and see how it does. I gotta go get a hose pipe. I hope it doesn't dry too much before then, but I don't think so. Hopefully you can see. So here we go. Gotta get it primed. There we go. Let's see, it says stream. I wonder if I can get a spray. There we go. That's what we need right there. I'm not testing it on a small area because there's not really a whole lot of paint to worry about. I mean, there's paint here, but I'm not too concerned about this messing it up. So I'm just going to get a good coating on it. And I did crank this tractor and drive it out here, but it didn't ever get real hot. And there is a little bit of thick grease down here on these pedals, so I don't know how it'll do on that, we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit and go get a hose pipe and try to spray it off before it dries. I'll give you a little quick look at it. How it does. I think it's been sitting there long enough. Well, now that really melted that grease away. Now there is some left, and I mean, that's to be expected. I'll hit it again and try it one more time, but the majority of it is gone. There's a little bit on that pedal down there where it was real thick that's left, but for the most part it got a lot of it. There's a little bit left right there, but I probably didn't get a real good coating of it on that spot. And there's of course some left there, and that was real thick, but that is some pretty good stuff. It took a lot of that grease off, and it didn't sit on there but just a minute or two. So that's pretty good. Even that that cable changed colors. It was covered in grease, and I didn't even know it was blue really. But yeah, that's some pretty good stuff. I'm gonna let that dry and then hit it again one more time. I'm gonna hit this other side while I'm waiting for that side to dry. Alright, let that sit there a little bit and I'll spray it off. One thing I noticed is, at least on some of it, it's like the grease changes color, like it's lifted off of the equipment or something. Alright, well I got this side sprayed off, and it actually did a good job on this side too. And of course there's a little bit left, but I think I'm going to hit it one more time after I do the other side one more time. But it did really good. I mean, you can't expect a degreaser to like emulsify everything, because if it did, it would probably eat your metal up too. But it does a really good job. I'm excited to see how the wheel cleaner is going to do. So this side here is still a little bit damp, or wet. But I'm going to go ahead and spray some more on it and see how it does like that. well that I got a lot more of that off. That came off pretty good there. I need to spray that back one more time. I just probably didn't get it sprayed good, maybe. But anyway, as far as the degreaser goes, it's about as much as you can ask for. Of course, there's a little bit of stuff it won't get off, but that's to be expected. But I'm well satisfied with that. This side here, I'm going to try it one more time, and then we'll call this tractor good. I know it's not completely degreased, but that's some good stuff. Okay, well, I'm going to walk around this tractor and show it to you. That cleaned up really good there. It got a lot of grease off it. Exceeded my expectations for a degreaser. Well, actually no, I'll say it didn't exceed my expectations for a degreaser. This is what I expect out of a degreaser. A lot of degreasers wouldn't have done this, but super clean. It got the job done. And of course, I mean, there's going to be some stuff that doesn't come off, but that's expected. But that did a really good job. I would recommend this product to anybody needing a degreaser. Now I'll carry you around to the other side. Here's the other side. It really made that injector pump shine up. Of course, there's a little bit it didn't get, but I'm not concerned about that. Hit it again and get even more, but it's pretty good for now. It's going to get greasy again. But anyway, let's move on to the mag wheels on the pickup truck and see how the wheel cleaner does. This 87 F-150 here, and we put some mag wheels on it recently. It had those hubcaps, the original hubcaps on it up until several months ago. Then we put these mag wheels on it. They're factory mags off of a 90-something F-150. Really changed the look of this truck. And we put the toolbox on the back of it too. Some of the wheels, that one's fairly dirty. This one here looks okay. I just washed the truck and the rims a couple days ago, or at least within the last week, and got the rims okay, but there's stuff that, you know, car wash just won't take off. So we're going to try this, see how good it shines it up, and go get the cleaner and read the directions on it. So this stuff says, clean one wheel at a time. Rinse the wheel thoroughly with cold water. Coat wheel surface with super clean all wheel cleaner from 6 inches away. Allow foaming action to work for 30 seconds. For extremely dirty wheels, agitate with soft brush or sponge, and then rinse the wheel thoroughly. Dry with soft clean towel to prevent water spots. So I'm going to get the hose pipe and wet that tire. Water. Okay, so that wheel is wet sufficiently, I think. So now I'm going to coat the surface of the wheel after I turn it on. Get it primed. And it says for extremely dirty wheels to agitate it a little bit. These aren't extremely dirty, but I think I still will agitate a little bit after it sits there for a minute just to get the maximum action out of it. We're going to call that good enough for me to agitate it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to rinse it off. Like I say, these rims were already pretty good. As far as something that a cleaner could do, they probably really need polishing. Okay, so I'm going to try this wheel cleaner on this toolbox. We just set it out of the truck. And I'm going to try it on the back side first, just so in case it messes the spot up, you won't see it. But I think it'll do okay. There's some stuff on the top that won't come off just washing it with car wash. And then we got some like grease and stuff on the side down there and on the back. So I'm going to try it and see how it does. Alright, that's been sitting way too long, but I'm going to spray it off and see what it does. Almost looks like it streaked it, but it sat there longer than it was supposed to, so I'll try another spot again. It looks like it streaked it a little bit.
Maybe, but if it had been done like it's supposed to, it probably...
So I'm going to try a different spot.
But it looks like it definitely cleaned.
It shined it up pretty good.
Go to the right and do that spot
This
there.
here?
Yeah. Can you wipe it on?
Yeah, it says you can brush it. So I'm going to try to brush it a little bit.
Come here, Daisy. Daisy.
That's probably been 30 seconds or close to it.
Probably so. I think that made a difference on it, just
think
looking
so.
at it, yeah.
That probably wasn't quite 10 seconds. Yep. That's really shining.
That is, it made a difference.
Yep. Okay, well I think it's good enough to do the front side. So I'm going to start on the top and do the front side and just not let it sit too long because that'll streak it.
You video now?
Yes, video. Check to be sure, Lou.
Yes. Giving you a hand out.
A little bit. Okay, I'm going to brush that.
I wonder what greased the top of it like that.
I think that's just grime or like where pine straw sat on top of it for a while or
Okay.
something.
That might be dirty enough. It takes repeat treatment.
Takes what?
Repeat treatment.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tried it, you know, second or third time on that bad spot there.
Uh-huh.
But you can tell it's pulling stuff
Oh
off.
yeah, yeah. For sure.
And you can smell it too, like it's eating the
Dirt off of it.
or the eating into the metal or something, which that's how it cleans it, I think. All right, so that I think that made a difference.
Yeah, particularly on that left-hand side.
Yeah, it shined that top up there good. This side here, that was sort of dirty, and that probably will have to be scrubbed off if we ever get it off. But you can see it sort of streaked to the bottom down there, and that's from where the diamonds funneled the stuff down. So that means that the stuff is working, and it, of course, worked better where it was concentrated running down. So I'm going to try to do it one more time after it dries off a little bit, and then we'll get an after picture.
I think the fair assessment is, though, that it's really, cleaning it.
It's cleaning. You could see it was pulling stuff off of it as you were scrubbing it. Okay, that appears to have brightened it up pretty good. Of course, polishing would be the way to do it 100%, but that looks like it brightened it up good. I'll get an after picture here when it dries just a little bit. What are my final thoughts about Super Clean? Well, the degreaser worked really good. It pulled off a lot of grease off of the tractor, as much as you could expect from a degreaser. Of course, it left some stuff, but I didn't do any scrubbing either. So it did a good job on the tractor. The wheel cleaner, it didn't do so much on these rims, but they were already pretty clean and they really need polishing. So I did try the wheel cleaner on an aluminum toolbox, and it did really good. It brightened it up. That toolbox really needs polishing too, but it brightened it up a whole lot. It's a visible difference. Hopefully you can see it on the before and after picture. But I'd recommend Super Clean to anybody looking for a degreaser, or some clean, or some not polished, but some wheel cleaner to do aluminum toolboxes. And if these rims had been dirty, I think it would have pulled a lot of grime and stuff off of them too. I didn't try the aerosol can, but I'm sure it would work well too. So thank you for watching. I'll link the Super Clean stuff in the description below, and as well as a list of places you can buy it, besides online, like stores you can buy it at. With that being said, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and God bless y'all. Oh, and thank you, Super Clean, once again.